I don't know who need to hear this word, but I know this word is for somebody. The music that you listen to truly matters. The music that you are feeding yourself is either going to bring you life or death. Music is a powerful, powerful tool. God uses music to bring us life, to bring us joy, to bring us breakthrough and healing, to bring us instruction and so much peace and a lot of things that could help us to benefit us. And at the same time, the enemy uses music to bring us death, destruction, to steal, kill, and destroy, to bring depression, despair, hopelessness, confusion, even. Music is powerful, y'all. Okay, God brought me this word by the movie The Wiz. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Wiz. It is the black version of The Wizard of Oz. And if you have not seen this movie, I recommend you looking at it, led by the Holy Spirit. But I recommend you look at this movie because it is so many key principles. It is so many hidden gems, and God is speaking all through this movie. God has actually led me to relook at that movie because I grew up on that movie. My mom, she just used to always play us old school movies, and The Wiz was one of those movies that we just had to look at, right? But looking at it now with the wisdom of God and Holy Spirit, I just miss so many key points in that movie, and I'm going to do a breakdown and share with you all what God is speaking through this movie and compare it with biblical principles and also a psychology breakdown and analysis. It's going to be really good, so stay tuned for that. But in this specific word, I want to talk about the scarecrow, which was played by Michael Jackson, and the crow scene. Okay, so in this scene, Michael Jackson, the scarecrow, he was stuck up on this pole. And the only reason he was stuck up on this pole because the scarecrows was telling him that he couldn't get down. And it's crazy because if you look at the scene, you can clearly see that he can get down. It's just the things that are surrounding him are telling him he can't. They are speaking death into his life and they are instilling fear so that he is stuck, which in all reality he is not. But they are giving him a false reality by the thoughts that they are creating. So the crows represents the enemy. The crows represents negative forces that is keeping the scarecrow trapped in his current situation, both physically and mentally, by telling him that he can't do, that he can't be, by telling him negative thoughts. And he has a choice to either agree with these negative thoughts or cast those negative thoughts and say that I can't. But of course, it's hard for him because all he is surrounded by is negativity. And he is basically on an isolated or in an isolated field with these crows that are truly demons telling him that he can't do anything. Now, it's crazy because the crows isn't just randomly telling Michael Jackson that he can't do anything. They literally have a strategic plan. They literally have a strategic way of how to get him defeated in a place of hopelessness and not getting off of this pole. And one thing they have are the Crow Commandments. Now, the Crow Commandments are the crows impose rules on the scarecrow. And it's essentially designed to keep him down, to keep him bound, to prevent him from succeeding or even trying to improve his situation. The Crow Commandments reflect this mentality of self-doubt and fear. And it's 3 commandments that they make him repeat. Number 1 is thou shalt not leave the field, thou shalt not fly. And the third one, thou shalt not show any ambition. And these rules are meant to keep the scarecrow from aspiring to be something greater, symbolizing the society and mental change that prevent people from realizing their potential, their full potential. The crows mock the scarecrow for wanting more and discourage him from trying to achieve anything. And so after he says these commandments, they like, okay, now it's time to sing the song. And he like, oh my gosh, I gotta sing this song again. And these little demons, y'all, they are lit. Like when he about to start singing the song, they get so excited. And the name of the song is You Can't Win. And so they're basically forcing Michael Jackson, the scarecrow, to sing this song that expresses feelings of hopelessness and defeat. And it conveys the message that no matter what the scarecrow tries to do, he won't succeed. The world is just set up against him. And the Crows insist that he sings this song to reinforce their control over him and keep him in a state of helplessness and despair. And the song reflects a pessimistic belief that life is a losing battle and trying to win or rise above is futile. And all of this just symbolizes the limitations of negative beliefs that people can internalize when constantly told that they cannot succeed. This whole entire scene is just a representation of these limited beliefs, but also a commentary on the struggles of marginalized people who often feel trapped in a system where success seems impossible. Like literally, this is America. And this scene also shows the struggle between the desire for freedom and personal growth and the forces of negativity and limitation. Now, right when the beat dropped, the Scarecrows is basically saying like we have to reiterate this and syncopate, and I believe they use something like procrastinate, but they use 3 words. I couldn't hardly hear the last word, but I'm going to go deeper into what this stuff means. Okay, so I looked up the definition of syncopate, and the definition in music, syncopation refers to shifting the regular rhythm by stressing normally weak beats or off beats, creating an unexpected, irregular rhythm. And in context, the Crows are likely telling the Scarecrow to keep doing things off beat or out of sync with progress, symbolizing confusion and stagnation. And it's a metaphor for not thinking or acting in a straightforward or productive way, which leads me to procrastination, which means to delay or avoid doing something that's important. Like through the music, through the song itself, the Crows were literally procrastinating Michael Jackson, the Scarecrow, from getting down off of this pole and living a productive life. They were literally keeping him in this syncopation type of beat, in this chain, in this cycle, and literally distracting him from his greater purpose, his greater calling through the music. See, the Crows were encouraging the Scarecrow to keep putting off any effort to be better, to be a better himself, to make himself better or escape his current situation. They were literally enforcing stagnation through music. And to reiterate is a playful twist on reiterate, which means to repeat something for emphasis. So in context, the Crows were encouraging the Scarecrow to keep repeating the same negative ideas and behaviors, keeping him stuck in the cycle of self-doubt and reinforcing ignorance or helplessness. So I say all of this to say that the enemy uses music to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant and distracted and not focused and walking in your purpose, to keep you in fear and self-doubt and wrapped in negativity. It is way serious than we may think it is, the things that we listen to, the things that we feed ourselves with. It is literally going to heal us or kill us. And we see today that it is just so much music in this world that are keeping people in bondage, keeping people in negative cycles, keeping people in poverty mindsets and broken and lustful and deceived. But in this movie, Dorothy was like a shining light that came to be that word of wisdom, that song of hope, that song that, oh, I can win. And she was actually a voice of light and reasoning and reality that helped him to get off of that pole and to step out in his true purpose and calling as God calls us all to. So I just want to encourage those who do have a voice. It's time to put out music. It's time to put out positivity and light and the music that God has given you. Because people truly need good music to feed on, to listen to break themselves free from the curses and the patterns of this world. And I want to encourage everybody to be watchful and mindful of what you are listening to in this season. Ask yourselves, is this song healing me or is this song destroying me in the end? And I hope this blesses who all it need to blesses. Y'all be blessed. This is only part one. I'm going to go deeper into